Hey, friends, this is Abby, and I am committed to providing you with doses of motivation and positivity through 90 seconds in the Word. I am coming to you hoping that the lighting gods work in my favor. I'm still trying to figure out this lighting thing. I can do well when it's bright outside, but when it's not, seems like every light I try in my mind looks weird. It might be fine to you. But I'm about to run out, but I have a word for you. Today's message of faith comes from Romans 14:1, and it says, accept other believers whose faith is weak, or who are weak in faith, some versions say, and don't argue with them about what they think is right or wrong. We are on day 28 of a 30-day faith challenge. At this point, we're not arguing with anybody about anything, but we definitely are not trying to convince or arguing with people who are weak in their faith. You say it's possible because you know God. They say it's not possible. Okay. They say that doesn't make sense. You know what God has spoken to you. Your response? Okay. We're not going to spend our energy getting caught up in distractions and trying to argue someone into anything. I always remember hearing my pastor say many years ago, if you could argue someone into faith, especially the Christian faith, well, that's not going to be long lasting because somebody else could come along and argue them out of it or argue them into something else. We're not forcing things around here, but we're going to recognize that in these 28 days, your faith might have strengthened in ways like you never thought. And people who might have been around you that might have been at the same level of faith, you might look around and realize that you've advanced, if that's the right word. And you're kind of ahead now, or your faith is at a different place and at a different level, and that's okay. You're not going to look down on them. We're not going to judge them, but we also are not going to get caught up in the distractions and argue with anyone. We're taking this to the finish line for this challenge, and we're allowing it to set a new standard for how we operate in faith going forward. All right? So we're doing it. We are doing it. Meditate on today's verse. When you start hearing or people are coming at you and you recognize that where they're operating from is not a good place of faith, if anything, encourage them, say a prayer with them or say a prayer for them, and keep going. Because we're staying strong in our faith and we're not going to allow distractions or the weak faith of others to make us start shifting in the wrong direction. I am so proud of us and what we've been doing. These days have not been easy. Just living life is not easy. But when you start walking in faith, it's almost like the enemy straps up to come for us. But we are doing it. We are doing it. When we're doing it not of our own strength, but with the strength of God. Imagine what we can continue to do going forward. Stay encouraged, my friends, and I'll talk to you soon. Have an amazing day.